3 lifestyle mistakes that business owners and professionals do every day without even knowing that they are harmful for you. So it's gonna be a surprising video for you because some of the things that I'm gonna talk about today is widely accepted as something that's good for you, like it's a biohack or it's something that is like even healthy for your body. But none of the people that are saying that are actually showing results of real people healing, and I'm basically showing results over and over again of real people getting better from their chronic health issues. Doesn't matter if it's chronic fatigue, energy crashes, adrenal fatigue, brain fog, concentration issues, autoimmune diseases, getting people even that are in a wheelchair to be able to walk again on their own again a little bit, healing people from 70 plus symptoms. So nobody has these results, but all of them are just yapping about, do this biohacking trend or do that. But there are no really real stories behind that, which is always the biggest problem for me because, if you show results, okay, you're probably right about what you're saying, but if you never show any results, what's the point of talking about what you're talking, and what's the point of listening to you? So one of the biggest issues or biggest lifestyle mistakes that business owners and professionals are doing, especially when they want to get better, when they want to have better health, better vitality, when they want to heal also chronic health issues, is that they're using artificial fragrances in terms of perfumes, colognes, and these kind of things. So I don't know when everybody will get the message about that, because it's just so toxic and so disgusting when people wear perfume. I don't know about you. If you watch that video right now, maybe you're somebody that is wearing perfume and you're just like, what is he talking about? Like, I love my perfume, it smells so good. No, it doesn't. Avoid perfume for 1 month and you're gonna see that it smells so toxic you can't even breathe it in anymore. And if you wear perfume every day on a regular basis, or deodorant with fragrances or shampoo with fragrances, it's basically one of the hidden toxins that not enough people are talking about, and so many people are doing that wrong. And the biggest issue with perfume and fragrances is that there are heavy metals in there. And heavy metals are so bad for our bodies, are so bad for our brains. They cause Alzheimer's, they cause dementia, they cause forgetfulness, they cause Tourette's, they cause ADHD, they cause autism, they cause mental health problems and depression and anxiety, and they cause brain fog. And it's really something, it's so easy to avoid, and it makes such a big impact. And I see so many people still using perfume every day, especially people like business owners and professionals that actually think they really take care of their health, but they actually put one of the biggest toxins in the world nowadays on their bodies. It's actually worse than smoking. Like, if you compare it to smoking, perfume is actually more toxic than smoking. Just to give you an example, or to give you a comparison that you can actually see how toxic that is. There are over 3,000 chemicals that they don't have to clarify when it comes to fragrances and perfume. 3,000. Do you realize that? They don't need to, it's only perfume. It's only fragrance what they put on as an ingredient. And the biggest issue are the heavy metals in there. It's so toxic, like it's completely messing up your hormones as well. It's a known hormone disruptor. And everybody has like hormonal issues, specifically women, and then they're talking about it's because of menopause or so on. No, you're wearing perfume your whole life and you're messing up your hormones. It's crazy out there. And people don't even know that. I don't know how often I need to talk about that people will stop using their disgusting perfume. And I'm challenging you right now. Stop all the perfumes, stop all the fragrances, everything. Doesn't matter if it's in your, it doesn't matter if it's perfume, doesn't matter if it's deodorant, doesn't matter if it's in your shampoo, in your laundry detergents, in your dishwasher tabs, in your dish soaps, everywhere. Everything that has fragrance, throw it out. Use fragrance-free options, scent-free options. It's available everywhere. Just stop the freaking perfume. Stop the freaking deodorant with aluminum as well. Do that for 1 month and then breathe in perfume again. And let me know, text me on Instagram, whatever, if you do that challenge. Let me know on Instagram if you still like the smell of your perfume or if you're close to throwing up and suffocating. I can almost promise you that you will hate it. So please don't do that mistake. Please don't poison your kids. Don't poison yourself. Don't poison your pets with that. Also about air fresheners and scented candles. Oh my God, if you even burn that stuff, it's even worse. So please, I beg you, make sure that you avoid that stuff. It's so toxic for you and for the environment and for everybody around you. Make sure to stop that, okay? Another big thing is that people are going to ayahuasca ceremonies, or they're using microdosing, or they're using psychedelics. It's a big trend right now, and people even think it's gonna heal certain issues. You know how many people are texting me every day that they need to heal their brains after they did ayahuasca and after they did microdosing and it messed up their brain completely? You don't even know how toxic that stuff is. And just, I don't know how ridiculous that is, that you can think that you basically have a drug that you know is toxic for you, but a small amount of it is not toxic for you, and then a small amount is even in a way good for you. Like, where's the sense? Like, it just doesn't make... First of all, it's just common sense, first of all, that it's not good for you. But I can also give an explanation why it's so horrible for you and why it's killing your brain, and also why people can even feel good after taking ayahuasca or microdosing or psychedelics or whatever. If you take one of those substances, okay, it's a toxin. Let me be clear. First of all, it's a toxin that you ingest purposely. And when toxins enter your body, enter your bloodstream, it's a foreign invader for your body. And foreign invaders, your immune system is trying to gobble that up, and your immune system is trying to devour that basically and to get rid of it. But because it's a toxin, and sometimes it's a very bad toxin, the immune system is not able to get rid of that toxin completely. So the white blood cells, they clot around these toxins, eventually leading to little blood clots. What's happening then is that your adrenals kick in lots of adrenaline, and they produce lots of adrenaline to disperse that blood clot. And that adrenaline that's getting released with the hallucinogenic effect of the psychedelic or the microdosing that you take is basically giving you a high like nothing else. And that high, first of all, makes you feel good. And on the other hand, basically you just survived, you just basically survived death. You escape death when you take psychedelics or when you do microdosing. Every time you're doing that. And after that feeling of escaping that death, you feel like you spiritually grow, or you spiritually grew. You feel like somehow you evolved, but you just escaped death. That's all that you did in that situation. People are not even aware of that. And that's the whole process is so bad for your neurons. It's so bad for your brain in general. Not only the drug itself, but also the adrenaline is getting released. And combined with the effect from the psychedelics, you feel like you just grew spiritually, but you just survived death basically. It was just survival. And that's why you feel better. But you harmed your brain physically. You harmed your brain physically. That's what's really going on. And that's why I would never ever do that. The amount of people that are reaching out to me, telling me that they did ayahuasca and telling me that they feel so bad since they have ayahuasca, they have depression, they have anxiety, they have brain damage because of it. Like, it's not a joke. And then there are people out there talking about that stuff, never had any results. And never any results. You don't see any healing tests, nothing. But they talk about how ayahuasca and microdosing can heal you. It's just ridiculous out there. That's also a big thing. So we have now perfume, we have microdosing and psychedelics. And the last one is probably something where you think like, no, come on, that's not true. But it's ice bath and cold showering. what can I say? I just want to make sure that you're getting better. I want to make sure that you don't kill yourself slowly. But what's happening if you go into an ice bath, and yeah, you can do it when you're healthy, you can do it when you're vibrant and healthy, and you feel also good. You know why you feel good? Because your body goes into hypothermia. What's happening then when your body's into hypothermia? It's again survival. What does survival mean for your body? Adrenaline. What does adrenaline mean? You weaken your adrenals because your adrenals they need to pump out all that adrenaline to keep you going, to survive that situation you're in right now because it's life-threatening, because you're in hypothermia. That's weakening your adrenals. That's messing up with your hormones because the adrenals are the most important endocrine gland in your body. And when I see women doing ice baths, I'm always like, dear Lord, if they would know, like that, everybody's talking, yeah, my hormones, and I take care of my hormones, and I eat this and that for my hormones, and then you're doing ice baths. And you're just completely messing up your adrenals and your hormones. It's crazy what's out there, and it's even lowering your immune system because the adrenaline is also killing white blood cells. It's literally so bad for you, and it's weakening your nervous system as well. And I get it. I get it that you feel better when you're doing ice bath. You know why you're feeling better? Because you're high on adrenaline. The adrenaline that is getting released from ice bath, from your adrenals, because you're under hypothermia, is giving you that high and is giving you that feeling of, yeah, I'm great, I'm doing so good, and the ice bath is doing so well for me. And meanwhile, just killing your adrenals, and you're killing your nervous system and your brain with that, and your hormones as well. People just don't realize all of these trends, what they're doing to their bodies. And they just hop from one trend to another trend, never ever realizing that everybody is related to adrenaline and to their adrenals without even knowing that. So it's actually, I know it's maybe surprising for you, but you need to realize that cold bath and cold showering, I tried that for myself. Do you think I never tried these trends? I had such a severe brain fog. I was ready to try everything. I had the feeling of like being slightly drunk all the time, couldn't concentrate, couldn't focus, couldn't look people in the eyes. And I was trying ice baths and it did nothing for me. It made even my brain fog worse because it never really worked on the root cause. It never worked on like the heavy metals in my brain, on the Epstein-Barr virus in my liver that's causing my brain fog as well. It doesn't work on that. And it's not, in my opinion, ice baths are not healing anybody. They don't heal anybody. If you have severe neurological symptoms, if you have like MS, if you have fibromyalgia, if you have trigeminal neuralgia, if you have neuropathy, if you have burning pain, all of the things, if you have tinnitus, the ice bath is making that worse because basically the adrenaline that is getting released when you're doing ice bath is really aggressive on your nervous system and can also feed viruses as well. And if you have chronic problems, if you have chronic illness, if you struggle with your energy, I know you're trying to get better. I know you're trying to find answers. I offer everybody a free discovery call. All that you need to do is to go to my website, www.theobergmann.com, and you book your free discovery call there, and we call you for 10 to 50 minutes. First of all, we figure out if and how I can help you. And then we would move on to a strategy call, which is for 60 to 90 minutes. And in that free initial consultation, we would show you a strategy on how you can achieve your health goals. And I would highly recommend you doing that because if you're doing all of these trends, if you're doing all of this stuff without ever even knowing what's really going on in your body, without ever knowing what's the root cause of your symptoms, without ever knowing what's really good for your organs, what's good for your adrenals, what's good for your liver, your symptoms are not dissolving out of nowhere because you woke up one day. That's not gonna happen. If it happens, I'm happy for you. I don't think it's gonna happen if you don't change anything. You need to do something about that. You need to change your lifestyle. You need to have somebody that is holding you accountable. You need to have somebody that is basically unbrainwashing you from all the shite you listened in the recent years and months. And you really need to make sure that you're doing the right things for your liver and for your adrenals, getting the toxins out of your body, getting the pathogens out of your body. Otherwise, it's not getting better. It's possible that you lose your job. It's possible that you lose your business. It's possible that you lose so much money for the rest of your life because you're unable to work, you're unable to put in the work, you're unable to do the things that you need to do. You're not going to be able to provide for your family as you want to do, and you really need to do something about that. It's time for you to heal. It's time for you to get better, and it's time for you to get your old strength back. It's time for you to get your old health back, or even better maybe. So book your free discovery call. The link is in the description. And subscribe to my channel as well. Go to www.theobergmann.com, and then we see each other maybe on a strategy call or in one of the next videos. Bye bye.